Hey folks, quick update for you in the Dash of Elan, Shaco and Bayonet vlog. I just finished my battle, my test battle of GDA, General Darmay. Fantastic time. I had a really good time. I just made the series of kind of showing how to play the game. I went through 2 turns worth of gameplay, and I think there's like 14 parts, and they're up now. You can watch them. Quite good. But I also made a few additional videos, which I'm going to add into a 3-part compilation of all those separate episodes to make it easier on you guys if you want to watch later. So there is some extra content like clarifications, a few observations on things, and so on and so forth. So it'll be worth watching a second time. So stay tuned for that. Otherwise, go back and watch those previous parts I just did. I just finished. But I just finished this battle, and it turns out it is a French victory, but boy was it close. And a lot of that had to do with not only the Russian infantry holding their ground here in this area. Of course, it's now vacated. There is no more Russian infantry. I'll explain why in a second. But this cavalry action was fantastic. And surprisingly, the Cossacks did well. And a lot of that had to do with the taskings. Like, I was using glory quite a bit. I used it at least maybe 2 or 3 times in the combats, and it really paid off. I know I gained Elan at one point, but so did the French. They gained Elan as well, at least once. But it was great fun over here, back and forth. But the Russians, the Cossacks, carried the day. They put the entire French brigade in retreat. At one point, it was faltering. So, yeah, that was not good. But the French have since rallied. Yeah, and that's where they set. However, come back over here where the big book is sitting that used to be occupied by the Russian infantry. Unfortunately, because their cannon were dispersed due to effective counter battery fire by the French on the other side here, who've been pounding away at them since the start of the battle. These guys basically got a destiny roll, gained 2 casualties back, rousing speech, that kind of thing, and did some good shooting in return on the Russians and dispersed the Russians. And the Russian cannon were just taking casualties, boom, 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 one after the other anyway. They finally dispersed, so they were gone, and that put this brigade into falter. So the infantry brigade for the Russians is faltering, and it ended up retiring 2 turns in a row, basically off the table. So they're out of the action. There's nothing really left for the Russians except the cavalry. Yeah, it was pretty brutal. But they put the pain down on these French, that's for sure. And these 2 units right here in particular are, this one here has 11 casualties. One more and it's gone. This one here has 7, still doing fairly well, but you know, that's quite deep in the hole in terms of casualties. And this one is at 8 casualties, and most they can take is 12. The only really fresh battalion they have in this brigade is right here with 1 casualty. So they really weren't in a good position to assault, but assault they did. Moved up their second wave of battalions, but fortunately for them, the Russians ended up retiring anyway. So there was no melee there, and that was that. And of course the Saxons, who incidentally I've been counting as line troops in this battle, so they're doing surprisingly well. Actually, the Saxons usually do pretty well for me whenever I play a game with them. But anyway, they did their duty early in the battle. They basically dispersed the 1 Russian brigade that was over here on this flank and have since been maneuvering up past the woods using an infantry assault order. They never actually did get in melee, but they did take the woods. That was the objective. And that's where they currently are positioned. So this is clearly a victory for the French, but boy, was it close. Very enjoyable. I had a really good time. This was one of the better test games I have had in a long time. So, yeah. Of course, this isn't a review of the rules. I've yet to do that, and I at least want to get in one more game, I hope. A full battle report, I'll put it up, of General Darmay, so you guys can see a full game in action. Of course, I won't go too deep in the rules with that. It'll be more for entertainment, and hopefully you'll catch a little bit of the tidbits of the rules as well. But it'll be a full battle, so we'll see where that goes and when I can get that up. But there it is, folks. That is my update for the Shotgun Bayonet vlog. That's what I've been doing. I hope you enjoyed the series. Stay tuned for that 3-part compilation of the game I played, showing 2 turns of the game. Like I said, I've put up 14 videos of those 2 turns, and they're all separate. But what I want to do is compile them into 3 separate videos, perhaps an hour long each, and it'll have some extra content as well, observations and clarifications, and some more examples of combat, like I said. So there you go, folks. Stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed. I got plenty more updates coming. So take care, folks. I'll see you soon.